Okay, we're just wrapping up the windscreen. You know, all in all, I'd still say the fit is rock solid. I'm actually impressed. Now, let's do the last windscreen hole. You know, everyone's going to have their own style doing this stuff too. You got to keep that stuff in mind. So, you know, what I'm going to do for this last one, I need to flex this a little bit. So I put the first 3 bolts in, okay? I'm going to bring this one over like so, right? See if I can manage this without drilling a hole in my finger. Give a little start like so. Push it off to the side. Push your windscreen grommet through. You know, if you haven't done this before, you know, we're not talking about launching the space shuttle here, okay? It's not that complicated. I've done this a few times, so I kind of have a little style, a little way that I might approach it. If you're mildly uncomfortable at the beginning, just take your time. You know, there's no rush here, okay? Take your time, get a nice fit. You know, for the purpose of this video and everything, we're trying to kind of hurry along a little bit. I have to distort this a little, just a hair now. And Allen wrench. I can't with what you're doing there, brother. Go ahead and get this bolted up, and then we're going to mock this up to the fairing bracket. And I think we're done, man. Are we done?
Looks like it's me. Done.
Okay, let's do it. Let's put it on the bike.
Looks like a Suzuki. What do you think?
I think it's looking pretty damn good, brother. It's looking pretty damn good. Okay, get a feel for this.
So we're just going to tweak this one up just a touch. We've actually got our actual windscreen bolts right here. With the grommet in place.
And that's actually lining up very, very nicely. Do we have, you know, because we don't have all of his stock hardware, do we have these here or no?
I don't believe so.
Let's go ahead and pull these out real quick. And if we can at least get these holes lined up, because this is really going to help us with the final assembly here, okay? Normally you would just go ahead and put your screw in there. We don't unfortunately have that with us right now because the gentleman who owns the bike kind of held on to the hardware. Now what I'm doing here is there's another hole in this windscreen. What I did is I just drilled through the bodywork right through that hole that's in the windscreen. Do that on both sides. Okay, and Jeff, just let me get a bolt just to drop through each side if you would, please. And that's just going to help us with the last. This is lining up, dude, spot on. Just kind of using that as a marker right now. I wish I had the proper bolts to bolt this up.
You know, you don't even need to put those fairing mount ones. You put 2 bolts right there and be done.
Yeah, on this jigsaw, you realistically could get away without anything else. But I'm going to say that I do think it would be a good idea to, let me see the Sharpie, to go through because we're going to use zip ties there.
And why do we use zip ties?
Because Brian crashes all the time, okay? And I have discovered through all those crashes that if I use zip ties up here instead of bolts, that in like a smaller crash, the zip ties will just break away and it doesn't torque the bodywork and it might not break everything, okay? That is a money-saving piece of advice for you right there. Let's go ahead and slip this off real quick. Okay, hold that up for me if you would. Let me see if I can actually see what I did here.
Got 1 there, 1 there. So got 1 there and a 1 there.
I gotta be honest with you, dude, I can't see it.
Oh, you just smeared it.
I see that one.
Probably should have used white out on the black backside.
Okay, nobody ever said I was intelligent, okay?
Yep, you got it right there.
See right here?
Yep, up just a little bit. Right there.
Right there?
Yep.
You heard it, he called it. If it's offline, that's on him. And what did we learn here today? We probably should have used a different color marker, okay? Nick had a great idea, some white out, and it would have worked really smooth, for sure. But nevertheless, let's see what kind of result we got. Because the thing that you guys all really need to keep in perspective, okay, with this stuff, is what we're shooting for here, okay? We are not shooting for factory, okay? We are shooting for race body work. I want to protect my very expensive street stuff, okay? I'm not a big fan of $600 paint jobs on race body work. You know, get yourself a nice rattle can. If you happen to work in a body shop or you have a buddy that works in a body shop and you get a real nice clear coat style paint job for a couple hundred, do it, okay? Do not take your race body work out and throw down $500-600. Because remember, you're putting this stuff on there in case you fall, okay? So keep it in perspective, save the money. Dude, I think we did it. And here is my patented zip tie trick, okay? The fairing saver, we'll call this one. It even looks good, okay? Needs a small trim over here on the lower, right? Did you show them that already on the camera?
Take a look.
It looks like you've already marked it.
It's touching the can just a hair.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing, you know, and making small adjustments like that is very, very acceptable, okay? We have great pricing on this Hotbodies race bodywork. Remember, Hotbodies pays contingency big time, okay? So if you're racing in any organization, Hotbodies has you covered. You go out, you get some good results, you can collect some contingency and use that towards future bodywork purchases. So, www.sportbiketrackgear.com. We fit the Hotbodies race bodywork, I would have to say.